What up everybody, it's Dr. Jackal666 here once again. I'm going to do a few game reviews from games that I've finished recently. First one is Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. This has been out for ages, but I've only recently played it. I bought it when it first came out, but it wasn't my thing back then because I had a problem with my eye back then. But now that I have glasses and had an eye operation, I can actually play first person, and I'm so glad I can because first person games are a lot of fun, especially ones like this. It's sort of like tactical and things like that. If you don't plan, you move right, you're going to get yourself raped when you go into the rooms and things like that by the enemy. So it's a lot of fun. You command 2 other units, and yeah, I actually enjoyed the story of this a lot more than I do Modern Warfare stories and things like that. So this was a lot of fun. I didn't tackle the multiplayer because, as you know, I'm not much of a multiplayer person, and I don't know if anyone would still be playing this because it's been out for years. I ended up picking up the sequel though, so I'll get into that later. The next one is Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. Saw a lot of videos of this, thought this looks good, I can't wait to play it. And it's a running game where you can shoot. It's a running shoot game, Resident Evil game. So I was like, whoa, yeah, sweet. First playthrough, didn't like it. Wasn't liking it. Couldn't like it. Felt like torture trying to finish it. However, playing with friends, that's when it gets fun, because when you're playing by yourself, the AI is so stupid. They'll walk into fire, they'll run straight into a bloody gunfight and get themselves killed, then you gotta revive them, and sometimes it's at the wrong time, and they'll be out in the middle of the screen, you'll be like, god damn. So, but with friends, it was a lot more fun because you knew they could back themselves up, you could back yourself up, and you could. They'd usually get themselves killed out of the line of fire, so you could quickly go and revive them. Then they could revive you, and so forth like that. So I also gave the multiplayer a go. I didn't mind the multiplayer, but I wish they'd stop releasing gun packs because people are lazy and they buy those gun packs and then they've got the ultimate edge. Sure, if you want to go and play the game and not unlock the guns yourself, then you're just lazy. I never buy gun packs. The only gun pack I've bought was when I had to put my Battlefield Bad Company thing back on my new PlayStation 3. I bought the gold one, but that was to get certain trophies. And so yeah. If you're too lazy to play the game, don't play it all. Stop buying gun packs. It's just crap. Okay, next up is, I held off for this for so many years it was not funny. But I'm so glad I finally decided to play it because Mass Effect is a great RPG series. I love this. It was absolutely brilliant. I enjoyed the weapon system, the overheating and thing. It sort of reminded me of Transformers. I was like, that's cool, I don't have to look for ammo. I like this. They're exploring the world in the Mako. That's a lot of fun. Going to worlds that ain't part of the storyline and doing assignments and things like that. That was a lot of fun. And the Paragon and Renegade decisions surely made a difference in the game. Spoiler alert, make sure you've got either a high Paragon or a high Renegade near the end of the game, or you'll lose a certain character. I won't say who, you can work out yourself. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. I was glad I actually started this. I was glad I finished it, and I'm actually playing number 2 at the moment. I'm 2 stages of finishing it actually, so yeah, it'll be in my next video game completion review. So yeah, I recommend, if you don't have this, go buy it. If you got PS3, buy 2 and 3 at least, because as you know, this didn't make it to PlayStation 1, so I'm glad I got this on 360. Then finally, Last Rebellion. A lot of critics really hindered this, hate it, and all that. That's it. I don't really care. I've given up being part of the system. From now on, I decide whether I like the game or not. If I don't, well, I fucked up. If I do, I love it. And this game, I don't care what people say, I loved it. I'm an anime fan, and it reminded me of an anime. The J music through the game, the whole feel to it was absolutely brilliant. And this is one of the games that, why people get the shits about not getting it in the Western countries. Because Japan don't want to release these titles. Why? Because we knock them. We don't like them. Well, that pisses me off, because there's many great titles in Japan that I would love to play, and if they could release them with subtitles, hell, I don't mind listening to the Japanese voices. After all, my favorite game is Yakuza, and that's Japanese with English subtitles. So yeah, stop knocking games before you give them a try, alright? Stop listening to people and stop listening to game reviewers spot on, because they're just doing their job that they're paid for. Listen to people who actually play the game, and you decide for yourself. If you don't think it's your game, don't play it. But if you do, give it a go, because it might just shock you sometimes. Because as my mate says, Recount Buddy Count, it's up to you to decide whether you like it or not, because you're only going to know one way. It doesn't matter if everybody else don't like it, as long as you do, you can enjoy it. So yeah, that's my latest review of my completed games. Stay tuned, I'll have anime reviews and my latest anime haul for this week. Subscribe, comment, see you soon.